Welcome to Baby Boomer Tales. My name's Jim. You can find us at babyboomertales.com. Our webpage has places you can listen to our podcast, our Boomers General Store where you can buy Baby Boomer Tales merchandise, our Shop Tales on Amazon, which puts you into Amazon.com, and we do get a small percentage of whatever you buy as you go through that portal at no extra cost to you. I'm always saying how we don't have an advertiser for several different reasons. One is I don't want a bunch of jingles or someone to be throwing a commercial out there on my podcast that I don't believe in their product or don't use their product or something like that. And so we use the Boomers General Store and the Shop Tales at Amazon, and we have a Patreon page and all this stuff. Well, a company contacted me and we started conversing back and forth about them being an advertiser on our podcast. And for the first time ever, I was interested. Well, as our correspondence went back and forth, finally, I told them to give me a budget number and I'd put together a advertising plan, which would have included things on our webpage, our Facebook page, plus an advertisement on our podcast. I was that impressed with them. And then all of a sudden it went south. They dropped out. They just didn't say anything after telling me how wonderful and great and we were what they were looking for and all that. Now, I checked them out before I ever answered them, and they looked very, very legit, and it was a very good thing for us to join with them in an advertising campaign. So I wrote them and thanked them for their interest, and obviously they weren't interested anymore, and I just thanked them for their time, even though they're the ones that contacted me. And I get a email from them almost immediately saying, well, how do we listen to your podcast? Now, to me, this was kind of odd because you almost had to listen to the podcast to get how to contact us, babyboomertales.com. I guess they could have seen it on our Facebook page there, but there were links always to podcasts on that Facebook page. So I don't know how they became familiar with me or if they just threw a blanket thing out from some list somewhere. You know, I get stuff all the time. I do. I get stuff all the time. And I usually just disregard it because of whatever. There's something there that I'm not interested in, or it looks like a red flag or whatever. So anyway, we will continue the road we're taking. I do not have to have an advertiser. I don't need a sponsor. I do not. It would be nice if I found the right one, obviously, but that's not going to make or break this podcast. Housekeeping. For our housekeeping today, last week I talked about going to the grocery store and pushing my buggy around and not having any sanitary wipes to wipe down the handles. And I kept referring to it as a buggy, and my wife always makes fun of me for calling it a buggy. I'm talking about a shopping cart, not some horse-drawn thing. Just a shopping cart. My dad always called them buggies, and I grew up calling it a buggy, and the shopping cart is a buggy. Okay? So I thought I'd make that clear if anyone was confused about it. The game Duck, Duck, Goose probably came to the United States in the late 19th or early 20th century from Sweden. It was probably called Anka Anka Gra Anka, or Duck Duck Gray Duck. The U.S. made it Goose instead of Gray Duck. Kind of rolls off the tongue better that way, I guess. Duck Duck Goose. This game probably originated from the story of the ugly duckling, hence the gray duck. In this game, the goose signifies the outcasts. In the game, you all sit in a circle, usually children, it's a children's game, sit in a circle, and there's one person, and they walk around the circle touching each individual's head that is sitting down. So they go duck, duck, and when they hit the goose, the person that they say goose when they touch the top of their head, the goose has to get up and chase the person that was walking around the circle around and try to catch them before they take their place on the ground. So they have to tag them before the other one sits down. Our song of the week is One, written by Harry Nilsson and made famous by the 1968 hit by Three Dog Night. It reached number 5 on the Billboard Hot 100 charts. Nilsson wrote this song after calling and calling someone, and finally he just sat there and let that busy signal keep beeping, ba, 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 remember that? He just stayed on the line and wrote the song while getting that beep, beep, beep tone. Remember those? I can't forget them, and yet I don't think I've heard one in years. One is the loneliest number that you'll ever do. What are you doing, Homer? Jerry, I keep calling and calling over at Gator Earl's restaurant, and all I get is a busy signal. I think I'm going to invent something where if somebody's on the telephone and I call you, there'll be a little chirping or a gong. What's those things they hit with a hammer? A gong. And let you know. And I'm going to call it Waiting for the Call, cowboy. Homer, I think I read somewhere where that has been invented, and it's called call waiting. I bet they don't put cowboy at the end of it, Jerry. Butt Butte. Kind of sounds like duck, duck, goose, doesn't it? A butt, B-U-T, is a highly versatile English coordinating conjunction, preposition, and adverb used to induce exceptions or limitations. Examples are, it was cold but sunny. Everyone but Joe was there. He is but a child. But, B-U-T. But, B-U-T-T. A person or animal that hits something or someone. The ram would butt into the tree to show the other rams he was tough. Don't butt your head while you're going down the stairs. Butte, B-U-T-T-E. An isolated flat top hill with steep vertical sides, narrower than a mesa. Some famous buttes. Monument Valley, Arizona. Bear Butte, South Dakota. Butte, Montana. Butte Falls, Oregon. Butte, Nebraska. There's others, but I want to hone in on the last one I have on my list. Crested Butte, Colorado. Is a small town up in the Colorado Rocky Mountains, incorporated in 1879. The last population was around 1700. Its elevation is 8,924 feet. There's a ski area of the same name right there. Its record low temperature in 1982 it hit minus 47 degrees below zero. Its record snowfall over the winter is over 400 inches. To give you some sort of idea how many 400 inches is, that is over 34 feet. 34 feet of snow. Amazing. Butte. Time goes by in a wink of an eye. So always be kind every chance you get. You'll be glad with your soul if you were. Thank you for riding along today. It's always my pleasure to spend a few minutes with you once a week. It is an honor for me. It is. I'll be back next Wednesday. Peace out.